This is discipline 1, shot 5B. I start this shot by setting up the 2 ball frozen to the long rail so the back edge of the 2 is even with the point of the side pocket. I'm going to use a strike ball to help me measure out where I need to put the 1 ball exactly. And I'm going to use the 9 ball in this case, and I'm going to put the stripe and align it vertically. And I'm going to put the left edge of the stripe in line with the point of the corner pocket. From there, I'm going to use my cue stick, freeze it to the 2 ball, and then slowly bring the tip end of the cue stick in so it's also frozen to the 9. And using that, now I can place the 1 ball so it's frozen to the 2 and the cue stick. And once that's in place, pull the cue stick away, give it a nice little tap, and you should be all set. Now, to place the cue ball, I'll use the 9 and the 10, place those in line with the 1 and the 2. The 10 is going to be frozen to the rail to some degree, and I'm going to freeze the cue ball to the 10 ball. So the cue ball is going to be 1 ball width out from the rail and about 1 ball width back from the 1 ball. And then carefully remove the 9 and the 10. And that's really it for the setup beyond hanging the 3 ball, which I did prior to setting up the shot. For execution, I'm going to aim at the right edge of the 2 ball. So it's going to be a half ball aim on the 2, and it's a straight center ball shot. No left, no right, no top, no draw. Half ball aim on the 2, center ball hit. Cue ball goes 4 rails around the table to make the cue ball. So to make adjustments on this shot, the 1 and the 2 ball should be pretty automatic. But if you do miss, you may need to adjust the alignment slightly if you're missing the 2 ball going down the rail. I like to keep the cue ball position consistent, and I would just adjust by slight adjustments on my aim. So if I need to go a little longer, so if the cue ball ended up hitting the long rail instead, I would aim a little bit thinner on the 2 ball, so aim more to the right. On the opposite end of that, if the cue ball ended up coming up here, I would aim a little farther to the left, so I'm catching the 1 ball a little fuller. The other adjustment you can make, and I'll tell you this, is by adjusting your speed. If you shoot this really fast at warp speed, you'll come up shorter. And if you shoot it a little bit slower, you're going to come up a little bit longer. You do have to be careful with that though, because if you do shoot it too slow on some tables, the cue ball won't actually make it all the way around. The other difficult thing with this shot, depending on how you set it up and the tables that you're playing on, is this side pocket can easily get in the way of the natural 4 rail bank around the table. If that's the case, and you can't find a way around it right away, I would just shoot shot 5A instead of this shot. But if you are set on doing this shot, I like using the setup I have. I know the adjustments I need to make for it, whether it's aiming just a little bit one way or the other, or shooting a little bit harder, a little bit softer. With that, it's a lot easier for me to make this shot than some of the other methods and some of the other setups that people use. This is the way I like to do it. And hopefully you can try this and it works for you.